Mm-hmm. Hey, Woody. Can you hear me? Checking my volume. Yeah, I got the lollipop out of my mouth. I go over to my mom's house and visit them a couple times a week. And she goes over to Rural King and gets this big old bag of Dum Dum lollipops just for me. And they have them there at the house. So that's the first thing I do when I walk in their house. Well, the first thing I do is take my shoes off. But then I go in the kitchen and get me a couple of lollipops. And then I'll sit there and I'll suck on one like I'm doing right now. And she'll say, take that thing out of your mouth because we can't understand what you're saying. Anyways, tonight's my third live stream, I guess. And I decided I was going to do a live stream on tripods. And one of the reasons I wanted to do a live stream on tripods is I got so many of them. And most of my tripods I've had quite a bit of experience with, so I think I can talk about these tripods with great confidence. So, you know, camera gear is a very personal choice, especially when it comes to camera bags and tripods. I don't know how many camera bags I've been through. I kind of consider myself a camera bag junkie, I think. I've got about 3 backpacks that I use, and then I gave some away last week at our camera club meeting that I don't use. And so I'm down to about 3, no, I'm down to 4 bags now. So I probably had about 8 of them, I guess. Anyways, so everything's a personal choice. And being able to select the proper camera bag or tripod can be a difficult decision. I know a lot of times when I was searching for a tripod, I would rely on advice from friends or other photographers I met out in the field or whatever. And it took me a lot of years to find some tripods that I truly like to use, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. Of course, there's a lot of questions to be answered when you're picking your gear and selecting your gear and making it your own. One of the things you want to know about is your shooting environment. What are you doing? Are you doing wildlife? Are you doing landscapes? Are you at the ocean? Are you in the mountains? You know, do you want rubber feet? Do you need spike feet? And then the type of photography you like to do, that really depends on the kind of tripod you have. I've got several varieties here we're going to go over tonight, and I'll explain to you why I chose a certain tripod for a certain shooting genre. So we're going to talk about the considerations about this important piece of gear. And this is a very important piece of gear. I mean, you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on camera gear, and then you go down to Walmart and buy you a $50 tripod. That just doesn't work, okay? Take it from experience. If y'all need a cup of coffee, go right ahead and get you one. That's what I got. Anyways, I'm going to start off here with my first tripod and let you see what I got. This probably is my, I've got about 6 tripods, okay, we're going to go through. So I'm going to try to do it all in 1 hour. This is probably my most favorite tripod that I got. Okay, Rodney, how you doing? Yeah, that's fine, no problem. Anyways, this is probably my most favorite tripod I got. This here is a big tripod. This is a Robus RC-5570. I've had it for about 3 years. I use it for wildlife is what I use it for. I also use it for hiking, and the reason why is this sucker here will extend out 70 inches with just 3 legs, okay? And I'm going to show you just how tall it will get. So you can't even see the top of it up here. It's taller than me. I'm 6'2", and this is taller than me when you get it set up. So with the head on it and stuff, I mean, it's up here. I mean, I can't even, I'd have to move the camera to show it to you. It's a very well-made tripod. It weighs 5.6 pounds. It's the heaviest tripod I got, okay? My everyday carry tripod is 4.14 pounds. Anyways, it'll carry a load of 55 pounds, and one of the neat things about this, it has an interchangeable top plate, so it's known as a bowl. Okay, now I've got a leveling base on here now, so you can level at 15 degrees, and the current head I'm using on this is a Manfrotto fluid head, and I've just switched to that recently so I could do video with the Z8 II. Yeah, the Z8 II. Yeah, Nikon's coming out with the Z8 II with the Z8. So I just put this on there. Now I'm going to show you. I have you can take this off really easy. There's a little thing right here that unlocks it. This tripod came with. I'm going to turn it the right way. This tripod came with spike feet also to put on it if you want to use spike feet on it. I don't use spike feet. You know, I'm not on the ice and stuff. Anyways, once you get that loosened, this whole apparatus just comes out of there, and you end up with a great big hole in the middle. That's called a bowl. So I can quickly switch over to my BH55 ball head. Okay, just like that. Tighten that up. And now I've got the ball head back on the tripod, just that quick, okay? So depending on where I'm going, what I'm doing, whether I use the fluid head, which I just got, like I said, or I use the ball head. But what's nice about this tripod is it able to switch off really well, okay? It has a hook to put your bag on there to add weight to it. And the reason why I like this tripod so well for landscape photography is a lot of the stuff that I do is on hillsides. So by having a tripod that'll extend out really long like that, then you're able to put your legs off the hillside and stabilize yourself. So that's what I like best about that. Anyways, it's a pretty good tripod. I bought it 3 years ago at B&H. 3 years ago, I paid $479 for the legs. The bowl that I bought for it was extra. It came with a flat plate, the one that the BH55 is on. Anyways, today's dollars, it's $549. So it's an investment, not as much as Really Right Stuff or Gitzo, but it's an investment. I think the Robus is a really nice tripod. It's probably my number one carry. And when we get done, we're going to award a first and second place on these tripods, what I think are first and second place. Anyways, we're going to move on. Let me put this beast down. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, so my second tripod, where's it at? Here it is. My second tripod, okay, is a LeoFoto Ranger LS-324C. Now, I had another tripod before this one. It was a Faisal. I wasn't happy with the Faisal. It got dirty quickly. It didn't work, the legs didn't work right. You had to take it apart. You had to clean it all the time. They had all these instructions they wanted to give you on how to do that. Anyways, I got rid of that tripod and I started looking for another one. And the LeoFoto was always the one coming to the top for a everyday use tripod. So I picked up this LS-324C. Now it came with a LeoFoto LH40 ball head, and it's a really nice ball head, but I don't like to use that ball head out in the field. I put it to use doing something else. But this one here, what I did is I changed it over to my Acratech GXP Ballhead. Now I have had this Acratech Ballhead for about 4 years, okay? It has never given me a lick of problem. Now let me tell you something, this thing is really easy to clean. The ball is exposed. You can see that right there. And you can just run this under your kitchen sink and clean it. It's got some little nicks on it, paint missing on it, where I've rubbed it against rocks and stuff when I'm doing waterfall photography. So anyways, this one here weighs 4.14 pounds. So it's almost 1.5 pounds lighter than the Robus. This is the one I normally carry when I go hiking. This is the one I carry the most. It's carbon fiber. It'll take a load of 33 pounds. And the maximum height on it is only 55 inches, okay? That's not really a problem for landscape photography. That's about how high off the floor it is right there. And it closes up really easy. And it comes with this nice ball head. And the price of it today is $419. I bought it probably about 2 years ago, I think. And I paid $399 for it from B&H Photo. So this is like my second carry tripod. This is probably the one I carry the most. This is the one that goes on my backpack. And, it's in the car with me usually. Let me catch up here. Woody. I have 3 tripods. One in which I paid $10 for. One with the head at a yard sale. Looked it up. It was worth $275. Yeah, good score on the yard sale stuff. Okay, yeah, Woody. I'll add a description in the comments. I'll add a comment in the description about the Robus RC-5570. Okay, so the third tripod I want to talk about is the Ulanzi Coleman travel tripod. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you something. This is a really lightweight tripod. It only weighs 2.5 pounds. This is a Peak Design knockoff. That's what this is. The cost of this, when I bought it about a year ago, was $319. For this kit, it's still $319. When I bought it, I wasn't happy with it. The reason why, I didn't think it was strong enough. I didn't think it was sturdy enough, and I didn't want to trust my camera rigs on it. So I actually bought it direct from Ulanzi. Came out of China. I tried to return it, okay, and get my money back. No go. I would have had to pay shipping to get it back to China. Now, you want to guess how much? Hey, Terrell. You want to guess how much it was going to cost me to ship this back to China? $300. Yeah, that's right. I talked to UPS. It's going to cost me $300 to ship it back there. So I was stuck with it. And actually, I do use it. I use it for some of my interior real estate shots because it's small. It lets me get around in the rooms a little bit easier. And I don't think I would use this out in the field to hold my expensive rig on. I just don't trust it for that. When you extend it, these legs are really, this one here especially, this end one. Now they're strong, it's carbon fiber. But I just don't feel good about it. It came with a lot of neat things. Let me show you here, okay? Stuck in the handle here is a cell phone holder. Or no, that's a wrench. Wait a minute. Where's that at? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's another column that came with it. It's got the cell phone holder in it. I don't know where it is right now. I actually bought it. It came with a flat base and another column that has a cell phone holder built into the bottom of it, like this did right here. And then I got this other column. It was a kit that has a Arca Swiss plate on it. But it's kind of weird because if I let this, it's really hard to adjust. If I let this down and I try to swivel that head, then you can't swivel it all the way that you want to swivel it. So then you got to raise the center column up a little bit to get it to lean over to where you want it. And there's some crazy adjustments on it. It has a panning head on it, but when you put your camera on here, it's in the way. You can't open this knob up right here to do the panning head on it. So, you know, this tripod, I'm stuck with it. It's a travel tripod. I guess if I had to take one with me and go on a trip and this is all, then this is the one I take. Oh, also too, it's got a 1/4-20 screw on the side, I guess, so you could put some kind of bracket or microphone or something. Yeah, okay. Hey Terrell, how you doing tonight? I think I already said hello. Anyways, that's the Ulanzi tripod, $319, okay? Now I have this, where's it at? Okay, so this is this is a specialty tripod. This is a Sirui AM223. Now it does not come with a ball head. I had a Manfrotto 496 RC2 that I converted to Arca Swiss. This is the tripod right here. It's a little carbon fiber tripod. It's really good if you want to do things like mount your cell phone on it and put it on the ground to take, you know, some video of your, you know, whatever you might be doing. It has a 1/4-20 on top, but that's changeable. You can reverse that and put it comes out and flips over to 3/16. Anyways, you can put a little 1/4-20 cell phone holder on it like this. I can get it going. And then you can mount your cell phone in there, and the legs extend out about that tall. It's a neat little tripod. I'm going to pick up my phone and put in there, show you how that works. So now you can just, you know, you can see the live stream going on right there. So, you know, it's nice to hold your cell phone, okay? Or if you don't have a cell phone, you have an action camera. You can screw your action camera on there. Sometimes I put my Osmo Pocket 3 on it. And then I'll put it on the ground at work and take some video of one of the machines working or something, okay? This, it's called, like I said, it's carbon fiber. It's a Sirui AM223. Surprisingly, it'll carry a 33-pound load. Now that to me is, well, I didn't tighten my leg up good, but it's not going to go anywhere as long as you get your legs tightened up. I tend not to tighten my legs up too much. Anyways, that's pretty good. It only weighs 1.5 pounds. It collapses pretty small where you could throw it in a gear bag or something, or your backpack real easy. And the maximum height is 26 inches. And it came with a center column that you can extend this. I couldn't find it tonight for this program. I did find the one for the LeoFoto. It came with a center column that adds like another 12 inches to it. Anyways, this Sirui AM223, it costs $80, okay? And I bought it off of Amazon. And I tell you why, I've seen Hudson Henry use this, and I was really intrigued by all the things he could do with it. It'll go down that low, and then you can actually set it down on the ground all the way down by doing an adjustment like this. Now you're all the way on the ground like that. So that's kind of a neat tripod too. I use it quite a bit. Okay. So the next tripod I got, this is a new one for me. This is a Ulanzi MT44. And it's basically like a selfie stick, okay? On the top, it has a 1/4 20 thread on it, but you can raise this up like this, and you can put your cell phone in there, like so. I'll show you. Just put your cell phone in there. It's spring-loaded. Make sure you don't hit the SOS button. Like that. And then you can use it as a selfie stick because it extends out, okay, like this. It has a mini ball head on top. Okay, I'm going to turn it here so you can set it up for a selfie stick just like that. Okay. Now, there's another trick to this little thing, and it's probably the main reason I bought it is because of what it does. I'm going to show you. What it does is it opens up and it has a set of legs like so. So what that means is if you're a vlogger like I am and some of my friends are, get you some coffee there. You can put this on the ground with your little vlogging camera on top, extend that thing out. I think it goes out about 5 feet. Like that. So now you have a place to put your vlogging camera and walk back away. Even if you want to video yourself or take pictures remotely, I got some remote control triggers for about $9 from my iPhone, and I can put my iPhone on here and go back and take a picture of myself, or I can start the video. So it's a pretty good little tripod. It had some negative reviews on Amazon. That's where I bought it, was Amazon. The negative reviews had to do with these plastic legs, okay? So what I suggest is you just be gentle with it. I could see where they could be a problem because they are just made out of plastic. It'd been nice if they were metal, but just be gentle with it and I think you'll be okay. It could be some of these other people were just kind of rough with it. A Ulanzi MT44, and it was, let's see what the specs are. I didn't get any specs. It was 20 bucks on Amazon. So even if you did break it, you can just buy another one for 20 bucks. Like I said, it came with that little mini ball head on it, which is pretty neat. Okay. Lets you do a lot of different things with it. So that's what I use it for. I kind of like it. Anyways, the next tripod I have is not a tripod. It's actually a monopod. So I have a monopod. It's aluminum. I bought this monopod. I bought this monopod in the year 2000. I bought it with a tripod, which was a Manfrotto 3221WN. It was a wilderness edition. It was aluminum. It had these locking legs that work like this, okay? I don't know, I think they call them twist locks. This is what I like. I love these twist lock legs because they don't give you any problems, okay? The tripod that I used to have, the 3221WN, can be bought on eBay right now for about 50 bucks. It's aluminum, so it's going to be heavy, but I'll tell you what, that tripod was indestructible. I sold it with a camera to another fellow I know, and he bought it from me, but I kept the monopod, okay, because I do use it. So what I did was, I took this monopod, and I took this ball head that I got with the LeoFoto, and I applied it to this monopod. Now, tonight I was using this. I was out in my blind my deer blind, I call it, out in the woods behind my house. And I had my Z8 and my 180 to 600 lens on this monopod. I wanted to have a little more stability because I was out there for 2.5 hours and I didn't feel like holding on to that camera for 2.5 hours. So I had it on the monopod and I just kind of had it in front of me like this while I was sitting in my chair waiting for something to happen. And yeah, I was there for 2.5 hours and I was just getting ready to pack up and come into the house to eat my dinner because it was getting dark, getting ready to get dark. And I just texted my wife, told her I'd be in, and all of a sudden 4 deer showed up. First there was 5 squirrels. I took a lot of pictures of the squirrels. Okay, I think squirrels deserve some love too, even though a lot of people think they're destructive. God put them here for a reason. And then the deer showed up. Well, I didn't want to. I took a lot of pictures of the deer and I was ready to leave. What it is, I got some corn I bought at Rural King for deer. It's apple flavored, and I go out there and I sprinkle it on the ground, and then I kind of feed them a little bit so they'll come in around my game camera. So tonight they came in and started eating on the corn. I hadn't put any corn out this week, and I just put some out this evening. And apparently they seen the squirrels, or the squirrels went and got them or whatever, but the deer showed up. Well, one of them wasn't too sure of me. It kept looking over at the blind. I was real still. And of course that Z8 shoots real quiet. So anyways, one of them was looking at me and I was afraid that she was going to spook the rest of them, but she didn't spook them. And then she quietly left the area. And then one of the other 3, it decided it wanted to leave the area. Well, it left the 2 of them. And I didn't want them seeing me getting out of the blind, so I tried to startle them. And I hit my hand up against the side of the blind. Well, they jumped, okay, and they put their tails up, and I thought they were going to run. They didn't run, they just stayed right there, okay. So I waited, I thought, well, maybe they'll leave in a minute. And they weren't going to leave because of the corn. So I did it again, and this time I think they thought, okay, maybe we'll go ahead and leave. So one walked out of the area, then the 4th one walked out behind it. That was my opportunity to get out of there. It's probably about a 10-minute walk to my house, and I didn't sooner get in the house and my game camera was going off again. And I got to looking on it, and they were all back there again after I left, so I didn't really do any harm scaring them off. But the one photograph that I wanted to get that eluded me was a buck. And when I looked on the game camera, that was who was back in there, was the buck. It was already dark, so it had been too dark to take a photograph. But last week I had about 4 bucks in there at the same time, and I was in the house, nothing I could do about it. My game camera is a cellular one, so it sends me pictures whenever something triggers it out there. So anyways, this is my monopod, Manfrotto 3249B. Nothing fancy about it. It's just aluminum. It's 3 sections. I have a feeling that I might be using this a little bit more this year. It stands about, I don't know, 50 some inches tall. Tall enough to use the Z8 and look here. I guess I can push it down if I try hard. Probably need to adjust that a little bit. That was embarrassing. Anyways, that's what I have for tripods, okay? And the other ball head I have is a spare ball head. I've got several ball heads, but this Manfrotto 496 RC2 is a nice ball head. I don't really like it as much as I like my Acratech. The reason why is it's one knob you loosen and it does everything. It controls the panning part, okay? The panning part and the ball head part. So if you want to do just one function, this won't let you do that. It actually loosens everything up, and I don't care for that. When you're dealing with the Acratech, where's it at? The Acratech has its own this is your tension control, but this here loosens the ball head up, and that's all it's loose, okay? And then this loosens the panning head, which that's the way I think most ball heads should operate. And then this is the tension, and then of course you got the clamp up top for the Arca Swiss. Okay, I think the Acratech is a good ball head. If you're looking for a new ball head, I think the Acratech GP is a good ball head. They're a little bit pricey. I think now, I looked them up recently, I think now they're about $550. But I guarantee you this will probably be the last ball head you ever buy. Okay, this one's taken a lot of abuse from me. So which one do I think is the best tripod? I'm going to tell you which one I think the best tripod is. And we're going to award the first place prize to the Robus RC-5570. Okay, we'll give it first place ribbon right there. All right, first place. Whoops. The second place one, you probably guessed it, is going to be the LeoFoto. Got a second place ribbon for the LeoFoto right here. Second place. Take a picture of that. Third place, I don't really have one. Okay, these other tripods, I just have them around to use. You have that ball head, Tim? Which ball head do you have? Well, Terrell, yes, it's if you're hunting over bait, that is a problem in Tennessee. Now I don't know why, but they sell deer corn. It's called deer corn. They sell it at the co-op. They sell it at Rural King, and I just consider I'm not hunting over bait. I'm actually photographing over bait. So yeah, it could be a big fine. I don't think I would get in trouble for it here in Tennessee. You're up in Michigan, so it's probably a little bit different up there. You're not supposed to bait them up for hunting. I know that here. I don't hunt. My dad did hunt. Oh, Tim, you have the 496 RC2. Yeah. Yeah, you know, this is an old ball head. I've probably had it just as long as I've had this monopod, 20 years. I converted it recently. It had the square plate that Manfrotto does. I'm not sure what it might be called, the RC2. I don't know, RS2. And I bought a newer plate on Amazon. And it was real easy to change. So it's Arca Swiss now. So I just use it for, I don't know what I use it for now. Oh, I had it on the Sirui AM223 tripod before I took it off. So like on this one here, what I can do is, if I have a camera, like a blogging camera that has an Arca plate on it, I can do that and just clamp it in real quick for a quick clamp, so I can do B-roll or whatever while the tripod's on the ground. And I don't know, I think I bought this tripod, this Sirui AM223, because, well, I was probably influenced. I mean, y'all know what that means. Y'all watch a YouTube video and you get influenced, okay? I try not to do that anymore. Being influenced costs you a lot of money, okay? So, you know, that's that. Now, I got something here. Let me go get it real quick. I'll be right back. Terrell says it doesn't matter here if you're hunting or not. They have tried to find a farmer storing round bales in the field because deer were eating from them. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You know, I think that's just some guys that trying to find something to do. So I want to show you something here, okay? And today, well, I belong to a camera club here. It's called the Cookeville Camera Club. And our last meeting, we had a gear gear grab night, we call it. You bring in your old gear that you don't use anymore, or maybe some gear that you want to sell or get rid of or whatever. And I took my my plethora of camera bags in, and surprisingly, all 4 of them went away. So apparently somebody had a need for them besides me. But one of the gentlemen brought in 3 lenses, and he said they were Nikon lenses, and I didn't look. I was on the other end, and when they started the video presentation of the meeting, I went over to the table to see what he had. So he had a couple, like a Sigma 70-300 and an older Tamron 70-300. But right next to him, I seen it right away too, boy, was a Nikon AF 24mm 2.8D lens. Now, if you're a Nikon shooter, you know that this is an older lens. The mirrorless cameras will not focus with these automatically. You have to do manual focus with them. So I acquired another vintage lens. So I decided I'm going to do a video on this, and I started the video today. And what I did is I decided that I was going to take these 2 lenses that I have, the 24mm 2.8D, okay, probably made back in the middle 80s, the 50mm 1.8 non-D version is just an autofocus lens. The D on Nikon back in the day stood for distance. When they came out with the distancing, it was supposed to be for the flash, okay, for your flash gun, but I found something out today. So I took it to town and I shot some architecture with the 24mm. Man, I tell you what, that was a lot of fun. I had it on the Z8. The focus peaking is great, but here's what I noticed. If you ever used a manual focus lens on your Nikon camera, I don't care if it's DSLR or mirrorless, when you turn the dial in the front to focus it, when it's in focus, there's an indicator in the bottom left-hand corner, and what it is, there's 2 arrows, and then when you get it in exact focus, there's a center dot that comes on. So it knows it's in focus, so it must be reading the distance. Okay, so today I had the 24mm on there, and it's a D lens, so it transmits distance, and I was manually focusing it, and the little round dot came on. So I took some photographs with it, took quite a few actually. So then I decided to do some comparisons. So I put the 50, I have 2 FTZ adapters, so I just mounted them, one to each one of them. And I just put the 50mm on the Z8. It's not a D lens, so it doesn't give distance. Well, the little circle wasn't there, and that's because it wasn't distance. The Z8 recognized immediately when I put this on there that this was a manual focus lens. I did not have to change anything. It knew it. The focus peaking started to work and everything. I was really impressed. Now, I haven't looked at the photographs yet tonight to see what they look like, but I would say that they're going to look pretty good because, as everybody knows that's been around Nikon very long, these older, this older glass was some of the best glass. Well, I can't say that anymore because some of the Z glass is pretty good now, but this was some of the best glass that Nikon ever made. They're both, let's see, the 24mm is made in Japan, and so is the 50. They're not made in China, they're not made in Taiwan. They're made out of metal. The mounts on them, I'll show you here. The mounts are metal. This is the 50. And here's, that's the 24, I'm sorry. Here's the 50, okay? So I've added this 24 to my vintage lens collection. Now, call me crazy, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this vintage lens collection. I'm going to use it. That's what I'm going to do. But, you know, like the 24mm, well, I've got that covered on my 24-120 Z mount lens. But it's a prime. This is a prime. What I'm wondering is, if anybody knows this, they may know this, how well this 24mm 2.8 would do for astrophotography. I think it would do pretty well. The 51.8. You know, I might try to find a D, okay, just to buy it. These lenses here didn't cost me anything. I got these for free, okay, both of them. The 24mm, the guy was giving away at the camera club meeting. And just the other day, let's see what I do with that. I got a couple more lenses. Well, I told that in the last video. I got the 18 to 55 and the 55 to 200. Woody, I took 300 eagle photos Wednesday in less than 3 hours. Best eagle day ever. Wow. Woody, I'm kind of curious, where do you have a Facebook page, or do you post your pictures anywhere? I know a lot of people don't favor Facebook too much. I'm kind of maybe going to take the same path Tim took when he retired. I may get off of Facebook. Rodney, bass angler on here, he uses Flickr, and I'm on Flickr too, but I don't post any of my pictures on there. So I was kind of curious. Terrell, do you post any of your pictures anywhere? Any of your photographs? I don't know how long this live stream's been running. I don't have a... I'm using OBS tonight, Tim, with my single AverMedia capture card. Oh, yeah, the Rokinon. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Terrell. Okay, yeah, I will. Do you post your eagle photos there, Woody, on your Facebook page? So, what tripod do you have, Tim? It's your favorite tripod. And Terrell, what about yours? You got a tripod you use? Oh, you really like how Flickr compresses them? Huh. I'll have to check into that. I have my own website, so I try to post most of my pictures there. 30 this time. I'll go check it out, Woody. Okay. I don't... I actually find myself using Facebook a lot less, more and more as I go along. It's kind of lost its luster to me. I still have a photography page, which I try to keep up for, I don't even know why, okay? Because I've never made a photography, well, I may have made 1 or 2 photography sales from my Facebook page. But most of them have been from my website. Anyways, well, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about. I thought it was going to take me longer than that to do this. So, you guys want to talk about anything real quick before we get off? You want to ask me a question? I've been doing some work to my studio. If you haven't noticed, I got made some shelves, some oak shelves to put some gear on compared to my last thing, and I got one of these lights here from. I have to buy a second one. I got one of these lights off of Amazon that changes colors. It's a flat LED back there. Oh yeah, on my photography page, Woody. Yeah, I know you're there. Yeah. Anyways, this little LED panel was like, I might have to get another one. It's got 2 quarter 20. Let me turn it off. It's got 2 quarter 20 threads on it, one on the side and one on the bottom, so you can mount it on something, on a tripod or something in front of you. It's really neat. It's a Andriod. I'm almost afraid to tell you what this is because I'm afraid if I do, Tim's gonna have to go buy one because every time he says, "Okay, I gotta have it." Anyways, this is an Andriod W140 RGB. Okay, it was $27 on Amazon. It's rechargeable. I thought I would try it. It does all kinds of crazy things that I'm not really interested in. Terrell uses a G-Kodo. If it's sturdy for you, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a, if I turn it on, let's see here. It's kind of weird how it turns on. You got to push one of these round buttons. There it goes. And then you can do different things with it. Like I can do like that, where it's changing colors on its own. They have a slow and a fast. Let's see. They got that. That's crazy. Then it changes colors. You can just set it. You see what happens. I'm just going to set it up here. You'll see it change colors on its own. Now it's purple. Now it's red or orange, yellow. It's a fast change. Anyways, I just got it for some ambient light. I may get a second one. It's got a slot on the top of it here. What's that for? Oh, it's a cold shoe. It's got a cold shoe on it too. So anyways, yeah, I got it off of Amazon. Somebody recommended it, and I just bought it for, I don't even know what kind of light they call that. Anyways, well, I guess that's it, guys. I don't have anything else to talk about. I just wanted to do another live feed. Better than a $20 Walmart one. Yeah. So I had a oh, what's the name of that company? I know a lot of people got them. It was a tripod I bought at the camera store in Knoxville one time. It was like $199. One of my first newer tripods I bought. Who made that thing? It wasn't LeoFoto, but it was something like that. And it was, I didn't care for it too much, really. It was aluminum. I didn't care for it too much. Like I said, I think the LeoFoto, this one right here, is the winner for me now. I don't favor these twist legs, but that's what everybody's selling nowadays. This is it right here. So far, this one's been okay. It's not got stuck. That FISO I had was recommended by Nick Page, and after he recommended it, and I knew several people that bought it, later he posted a retraction video on that tripod because he was having the same trouble with the O-ring system in it. Okay, I bought a rebuild kit for it twice and cleaned it, and they recommend you take a microfiber cloth with some cooking oil on it and rub your legs down like this when you clean it. I was like, that sounds crazy to me. You shouldn't be putting any cooking oil on anything. I wouldn't think. Anyways, I'm probably about 2 hours, 3 hours away from Bristol, Woody. I am almost the exact center on I-40 between Knoxville and Nashville. So yeah, I'm probably about 2 hours from the Smoky Mountains, and then 2 hours to Nashville. But we got plenty of stuff to shoot around here. We're real scenic on the plateau, they call it. So we're up about 2,000 feet elevation here. So Terrell has a Neewer gimbal head. I also have a gimbal head too, but it's I think I bought it off of eBay. Movo, M-O-V-O. Only paid about $99 for it off of eBay. It works. I'm okay with that. I kind of think this fluid head's going to work a little bit better even for photographs. At least I hope it does anyways. That's kind of why I bought it, because I wanted to do more video and I wanted to move slowly, you know, when you're doing the videos. Okay guys, well, thanks for coming by tonight, and I just wanted to get this live stream put together. I've been doing some testing with some of my live stream stuff, so I found out today that I don't have to do a live stream to do the testing. I can actually do an unlisted live stream where nobody sees it but me, and I can test that way. So I kind of like doing these live streams, but I do like doing the long form videos too. So anyways, I'm gonna get off here and go do something else. Thanks for coming by tonight, and appreciate y'all being here. Good night now.